Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Commander's Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they go play action with May. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. They'll throw with May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Nico Collins, 56 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded in the end zone with no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Smith to return it. dances by him. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henderson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here is 3rd and 5. To the air, May. A short throw to Ingram, so he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Wilson's throw caught here by Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd-and-long situation. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's returnable now for Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's May. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. May gets this quickly to Ingram. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll try and throw for it with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
But it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll audible to something else. Now May to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Drake May. 26 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They go play action now. May. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Touchdown, Washington. Nico Collins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now a handoff, Henderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. May. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is... Belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Cox throwing on 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Cox. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Cox now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cox. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On play action, May. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will Anderson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
That's taken in by Henderson. Into space, and I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
From the gun, it's May. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, Wilson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Butker's kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Man in motion left. That's Collins. Throwing here is May. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Once more with Henderson. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Henderson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's first and 10.
Here's Wilson.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. They'll come up now on second down.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Here's Cox throwing after the interception. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Looking to throw. Cox. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Cox. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.